Did you realize why you occasionally wake up around 2 or 3 in the morning? It's the oil you're not using, not your bladder or your age, that causes you to urinate. It may sound odd, but thousands of elderly people in India endure silent suffering from restless nights, exhausted mornings, and the belief that this is the way aging is. After dinner, you go to bed in the hopes of getting some rest, but the need comes again before you can even fall asleep. Again and again. With your heart exhausted and your eyes burning, you make your way to the restroom. However, what if I told you that within 7 days, something as basic as a spoon or a massage with the appropriate oil might provide significant relief? 5 unique oils, 4 to apply or inhale, and 1 to eat, that are supported by urology and Ayurveda are shown in today's video. These oils can help relax your bladder, ease anxiety, and ultimately provide your body with the rest it needs. Stay with me, please. This could be the final component your nighttime ritual has been lacking, whether you live in Dindigul or Delhi. Before we start, could you please let me know where you are viewing this video and what time it is? Kindly type it in the space provided below. I cherish every moment of your day, no matter how minor. Please remember to subscribe to the channel if you find this information helpful, so you don't miss any straightforward yet effective advice tailored just for seniors like you. In India, many elders start to observe a subtle but concerning trend after the age of 60. After dinner, they anticipate to rest and go to bed happily. But the urge to urinate wakes them up around midnight, or often even before. This can occur once, twice, or even 3 times per night, disrupting the body's natural healing process in addition to sleep. And gradually, without noticing, the legs hurt more, the mind becomes less clear, and mornings feel heavier. Contrary to popular belief, this is not only a natural aspect of aging. Both ancient wisdom and contemporary urology recognize the obvious cause for this. Vasopressin is a hormone that our bodies generate less of as we age, particularly at night. In order to prevent the bladder from filling up too quickly while we sleep, this hormone helps the kidneys slow down the production of pee. However, the kidneys continue to filter more quickly, even when at rest, when vasopressin levels fall beyond 60. This implies that more urine builds up in the bladder as you sleep, causing you to wake up before your body is fully prepared. Age also causes the bladder to become more sensitive, which is another subtle alteration. Before providing a signal, the bladder may retain 400–500 milliliters in younger years. Nowadays, though, even 150 milliliters, roughly half a glass, might seem like an urgent necessity. Not to be overlooked is the function of the blood vessels and pelvic nerves. The nerves that regulate bladder function may become weaker and less coordinated over time. As a result, the signals become less consistent, occasionally too early, occasionally too late, but always disruptive. Hormonal changes in women cause the bladder lining to become thinner and more reactive, particularly after menopause. Thus, this illness is not limited to males who have problems with their prostates. It affects women equally, but for different reasons. The good news is that there is support available. According to Ayurveda and contemporary natural medicine, certain oils can help soothe the nervous system, whether applied topically or ingested internally. They assist the body's natural sleep cycle, enhance circulation to the pelvic organs, and subtly lessen bladder sensitivity. Little adjustments can have a tremendous impact, whether it's using sesame oil for foot massage or pumpkin seed oil for the prostate. Because being healthy at this point in life involves more than just solving issues. It involves paying attention to, comprehending, and patiently reacting to what the body is attempting to communicate. Elders in a lot of Indian households regard nighttime urine as a fact of life. Not because I'm thirsty, but because my bladder won't remain still, I wake up at 1 a.m. and again at 3 a.m. The body feels exhausted even after 8 hours in bed. Because of this cycle, which is silently repeated night after night. But what if a basic item that has been used in kitchens for generations could also subtly improve the quality of your bladder's sleep? Allow me to reveal the simple yet potent secret of pumpkin seed oil to you. Known for its benefits to men's health in Europe, pumpkin seed oil is currently becoming more and more well-liked in India. This deep green oil, which is made from cold-pressed pumpkin seeds, has more than simply flavor. It has a gift for the body that ages. This oil provides natural assistance without the harshness of drugs, especially for men over 60 who frequently suffer from prostate enlargement. According to scientific research, the phytostrols in pumpkin seeds have the ability to gradually shrink the prostate. Additionally, the need to urinate at night lessens when the prostate exerts less pressure on the bladder. After menopause, pumpkin seed oil has various advantages, particularly for women. It lessens the frequent impulses that wake you up even when your bladder is only half full by calming the nerves surrounding it. Zinc, magnesium, and antioxidants, which are abundant in the oil, maintain hormonal balance and lessen minor inflammation. More significantly, it provides nourishment to the lower abdominal tissues, which keeps the bladder responsive and calm rather than jittery and reactive. According to Ayurveda, nighttime equilibrium can be restored by using oils that cool the body and fortify dardas, or body tissues. Let's now discuss how to incorporate it into your everyday routine without entirely altering your diet. The simplest method is to consume 1 teaspoon of pumpkin seed oil on an empty stomach each morning. If you don't like the taste, squeeze some lemon over your salad, soft chapati wrap, or morning khichdi. Avoid heating the oil to a high temperature. Its raw, cold-pressed quality is what gives it its punch. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons a day, generally before dusk, is beneficial for the majority of elderly people. Allow me to introduce you to Ravi G, a 69-year-old retired banker from Pune, who told us his story last month. Despite all dietary adjustments, he used to wake up 3 or 4 times a night feeling powerless. He began taking 1 teaspoon of pumpkin seed oil with lukewarm water each morning after learning about it. By the end of the first week, he was only urinating once at night instead of 3 times, and his sleep had deepened and became more restful. It seemed like my bladder was finally responding to me again when he said it to me. Therefore, dear senior, medication or surgery are not always the answer. Nature has sometimes already provided us with gentle instruments. All we need to do is utilize them consistently and with trust. Although pumpkin seed oil might not make a big difference in your life right away, it might make your nights more peaceful in 7 days. Energy clarity and the lovely sensation of waking up completely rejuvenated also return with sleep. It turns out that our elders, who grew up in numerous Indian homes, were always right when they said that warm feet promote sound sleep. The blood circulation in the lower body slows down as we age, and the nerves in our legs and feet become more sensitive. During the day, this can subtly cause fluid retention in the legs, and at night, when we lie down, the fluid returns to the kidneys. Because of this, your kidneys have to work harder at night to produce more urine, which causes your bladder to constantly wake you up. Imagine then, if we could gently remind the body that it is time to rest at night rather than work. The soles of our feet are closely related to the kidneys, neurological system, and even the bladder, according to Ayurveda. It's like hitting a gentle reset button for your entire body when you use warm sesame oil to massage your feet before bed. The oil's warmth calms nerves, increases blood flow, and signals to the brain that it's okay to go to sleep. You wake up less during the night as the bladder gets fewer erroneous signals over time. Known for its grounding, warming qualities, sesame oil, also known as til kartel, is a staple in many traditional Ayurvedic treatments. It relaxes the vata dosha, the energy associated with restlessness, dryness, and insomnia, and deeply enters the skin to feed the tissues. This oil provides comfort and healing for elderly people who frequently experience tingling in their legs, dry heels, or cold feet. The gentle, rhythmic, and thoughtful act of massaging itself turns into a nightly care routine that tells the body to relax. It becomes more effective than any sleeping medication when used regularly, even for only 5 to 10 minutes at a time. Here's where to begin. Warm up 1 or 2 teaspoons of pure sesame oil until it is only warm to the touch, not hot. Using lengthy strokes on the soles and circular motions on the heels, massage the oil into your feet while sitting comfortably. Focus particularly on the region beneath your big toe, which is thought to help control your bladder and soothe your mind. To keep the warmth contained and avoid oil stains on your bedsheet, put on fresh cotton socks after the massage. I'll tell you a true story from Nagpur. For almost a year, 68-year-old Sushila Maji had been waking up 3 to 4 times every night. She tried cutting back on caffeine, drinking less water, and even drinking herbal teas, but to no avail. She called to report that I slept for 6 hours straight after just 5 nights of foot massages with sesame oil. I couldn't remember how that felt. She spoke in a lighter, more relaxed, and more lively tone. Sometimes the body doesn't need further medication, dear senior. All it needs is a little attention at the proper moment, warmth and rhythm, and mending starts anew with that tender act of care, a few drops of oil, your own hands, and a silent breath. You can still get a good night's sleep. Your body still remembers that all you have to do is gently remind it before you go to sleep every night. Many elderly are still restless in the calm evening hours when the world starts to calm down and the sky grows darker over Indian rooftops. The body's inability to fall asleep is more than merely the passing of time or the distant sound of traffic. The recurrent urge to urinate at night that keeps coming back like an unwanted guest is one of the most frequent causes. Furthermore, although nutrition and water timing are important, there are instances when the problem is more deeply rooted in the breath, the mind, or the nerves. Here is where the age-old method of inhaling steam combined with camphor oil becomes subtly potent. In Ayurvedic ceremonies, camphor oil, known as kapatel in Hindi, has traditionally been used to stimulate the senses and soothe the body. Its mild vapors that enter by the nose communicate with the nervous system in addition to clearing the lungs. The limbic region of the brain, which regulates emotions as well as involuntary reflexes like bladder contractions, receives the aromatic chemicals found in camphor. Camphor helps lessen the needless false alarms that the bladder frequently emits while you sleep by relaxing this area of the brain. This mild inhalation can provide unexpected relief for elderly people whose bladder nerves have grown overly sensitive and react to even a small amount of urine. Even when the bladder is just half full, stress and shallow breathing can cause it to become overactive, according to science. However, your entire system starts to change when you sit quietly. Wrap a gentle towel around your head and inhale warm camphor vapor. In order to communicate with the bladder, your breathing slows, your thoughts calm down, and your pelvic muscles relax. Everything is good. Now you can relax. It's not magic. It is merely the body's innate capacity to recover when the proper conditions and rhythm are met. Here's how to do it at home safely. Light vapor can be seen in a medium dish of hot water that has not yet reached boiling point. Since pure camphor oil is very potent, only add 1 or 2 drops. Place the bowl in front of you, take a seat in a peaceful area, and cover your head with a cloth. Breathe slowly in through your nose and out through your mouth, keeping your face approximately a foot away from the water. Spend 5 minutes doing this, ideally before 9 o'clock at night, and no more than once every day. Stop and take a break if you feel lightheaded, overheated, or uneasy. Importantly, before attempting anything, please speak with your doctor if you have asthma, high blood pressure, or are sensitive to strong odors. Since no two people are alike, what one finds comforting could be too potent for another. Nevertheless, this small ceremony has had a significant impact on the lives of other elderly, such as Meenakshi Amma from Coimbatore. She noticed that she was sleeping longer and waking up only once at night, instead of 4 times after just 1 week of regular camphor inhalation. It feels like my breath is guiding my bladder now, instead of the other way around, she added with a smile. Sometimes, dear friend, the solution lies not in drugs, but in slowing down, breathing, and paying attention to your body. Silence and the aroma of steam can help you sleep better and have softer evenings. Many elderly people in India no longer get the same amount of sleep as they formerly did. After dinner, you lie down with the fan whirring and the lights off, but your thoughts won't go to sleep. You count minutes, hours, and occasionally even regrets as you turn left, right, and back again. and right before you fall asleep, your bladder falsely alerts you, waking you up without any justification. People don't realize how frequent this pattern is. In actuality, even if there isn't much urine in the bladder, inadequate sleep can cause nighttime urination. It is referred to by doctors as sleep fragmented voiding, in which the brain, rather than the bladder, is the cause of waking. Therefore, one of the most effective strategies to cut down on nighttime bathroom breaks is to improve the quality of your sleep. Additionally, a tiny drop of lavender oil can accompany you on this journey in silence. In both Western herbal medicine and Ayurveda, lavender, or oa ihaful, is valued for its tranquil and relaxing properties. It acts via the neurological system rather than directly on the kidneys or bladder. Lavender oil reduces stress hormones and slows down the brain's rising thoughts when it is lightly inhaled before bed. This gets the body ready for the deeper sleep stages, particularly REM and N3, where real healing takes place. Additionally, the bladder remains calm, and the signals to wake up get weaker and fewer during deep sleep. This oil provides solace to Indian elders who are struggling with long-term tension, loneliness, or anxiety, all of which are regrettably prevalent in old life. It calms not only the muscles, but also the feelings that are frequently kept to themselves. A relaxed body is the result of a tranquil mind, and a relaxed body makes it possible for the bladder to remain silent during the night. This is a delicate realignment of the body's innate intelligence, rather than a miracle or a speedy fix. Like a gentle morning wind in the highlands, sleep returns silently and softly. To start, you don't need a diffuser or other specific equipment. Keep a clean cotton handkerchief next to your pillow and dab a single drop of pure lavender oil on it. As you drift off to sleep, take a natural breath. The aroma will act without your knowledge. If you'd like, put 2 to 3 drops in a diffuser or a bowl of warm water 15 to 20 minutes before bed. Before you close your eyes, allow the perfume to pervade the room like a calming bhajan. I recall Mr. Anil, a retired Delhi railway officer who had gone months without getting more than 3 hours of sleep each night. He experimented with yoga, a variety of herbal teas, and even stopped drinking water after 6 o'clock. However, nothing appeared to be effective. He claimed that after just 1 week of using lavender oil every night, he slept for 5 hours straight for the first time in years. My body seemed to have recalled something it had previously forgotten. His voice was more steady, his face was more radiant, and his mornings were more serene. Dear Elder, sometimes complicated routines or potent medications are not the answer. A single drop of silence placed gently next to your bed can often be all that is needed. Allow the body to rest, allow the mind to relax, and have faith that healing will occur with gentle care rather than force. In their older years, many Indian elders start to feel a peculiar, persistent pain in their lower abdomen. Sometimes there is only a slight burning sensation, a dull weight, or an incessant urge to urinate that doesn't go away. You adjust your eating habits, go to the doctor, and even get urine tests done. Yet the irritation persists. Additionally, a sensitive, mildly irritated bladder is frequently the reason, rather than an infection or serious sickness. Even a tiny amount of urine acidity might cause restlessness at this point, since the bladder lining has become reactive. This is where peppermint oil, often referred to as pudinatel, might be subtly beneficial for its cooling and healing properties. Because of its natural anti-inflammatory qualities and soothing aroma, peppermint has long been prized in herbal medicine and Ayurveda. It contains menthol, a substance that relaxes muscles, soothes tissues, and calms agitated nerves. Peppermint oil can provide a cooling sensation and lessen bladder irritation when applied softly to the lower abdomen. However, it's crucial to comprehend this. Because of its potency, peppermint oil should never be administered topically. It must always be combined with a base oil, particularly for elderly folks whose skin may be thinner or more sensitive. Because they are safe, healthy, and frequently used in Indian kitchens, coconut oil and sesame oil are both great options. Stir thoroughly after adding 1 drop of peppermint oil to 1 full teaspoon of your preferred base oil. Next, use moderate circular motions to massage this blend to the lower abdomen just above the pubic bone. This massage should be performed 2 or 3 times a week, ideally in the evening before bed, and should take roughly 5 minutes. Breathe deeply and slowly while you massage, letting the aroma drift up towards your nose and helping you relax. The nervous system receives a signal from the combination of touch and smell that the place is secure and prepared for rest. Additionally, you can gradually notice less false alarms from the bladder during the night with consistent practice. It is a gradual move toward balance rather than an overnight solution. Allow me to introduce you to Pramila Maji, a resident of Surat, who used to have persistent bladder pressure even after urinating. She reported no infection, but she woke up several times, upset and angry. With gentle bhajans playing in the background, her daughter started using a peppermint oil blend to massage her belly merely twice a week. Pramila Maji was sleeping for 4 to 5 hours at a time during the second week, and she no longer felt the urge to wake up. When she told us, "I felt as though the fire had been removed from my stomach." Dear elder, a soft oil and your own touch can sometimes be the solution in a time when everything seems to require pills and prescriptions. Not all discomforts require medical attention. Some just require regular care and faith in the wisdom of nature. Be respectful, use peppermint oil sparingly, and most importantly, use it with love. Because sometimes healing whispers through your skin, through your breath, or through the calm solace of tradition. It doesn't always yell. Dear elder, if you have been getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, know that this is not something that comes with growing older. Your bladder is just requesting a bit extra consideration and understanding. It is neither broken or rebellious. Even though nighttime urination is prevalent in old age, it can be mildly improved with natural support and tradition rhythm, rather than always with medication. And among these supports, 5 common oils found in our kitchens and in ancient writings have subtly demonstrated their ability to provide solace. Sesame oil to soothe the nerves and massage the feet, camphor to relieve tension by breathing, lavender to promote deeper sleep, peppermint to soothe the restless bladder, and pumpkin seed oil to nourish from the inside out. When used mindfully and with faith, each of them transforms from oil into a healing partner. You don't have to try them all at once. Just choose the one that appeals to you, whether it's a habit you can easily stick to or a perfume you enjoy. With careful attention, use it every day for 7 days, then watch how your body reacts. Sometimes healing comes like a gentle morning breeze, and other times it comes with a lot of commotion. I would now very appreciate hearing from you. Which oil are you most interested in trying first? Or just put the word hope in the comments section below if this makes you feel hopeful. Another mute listener like you might gain strength from your one word. If this message was beneficial to you, please share it with a loved one, like the video, and subscribe to the channel. Because getting a good night's sleep is a right, even at 70 or 80, and it starts with a single simple step.